listen.
Never in my life associated the word boring with baseball.
We know what's up.
Me? Yeah. Famous? Yeah.
And I'm like giddy over there smiling like, we're about to win this shit.
Did everyone give you crap? Give me a good host story.
I'm not picking it up.
We both love the game.
We talk about it every day.
Get on baseball.
Having some popcorn, you're fooling around your phone.
I'd have to wait in line for 3 hours.
Hang on, because it's about to be a wild ride.
All right, Lucy Burdge, you know who I'd rather have on this podcast right now than you?
Joe Kelly.
The answer is nobody. Nobody.
Love that.
Nobody.
Love that.
Bet Slips and Bat Flips, the podcast, red hot. Absolutely should be done all year round. That's good. It's really, really good. I love it. It's you guys. When did you start the first podcast? When was that first one?
It was in March. It was March because it was the day or two after I got back from Wyoming, which delayed the start of the show by a day. So it started right before the season began, which it seems like just yesterday. And also now it's been a whole baseball season, which is crazy.
Hold on. I'm going to write that down. Wyoming. I want to get this right for the 30 for 30 that's being done on this.
Well, yeah. Now that documentaries are being done about everything, the World Series,
everything,
and every 2034 Red Sox, I hope they also do a documentary about them. A documentary should be done about the start of Bet Slips and Bat Flips.
I would hope that somebody pieces together a documentary on the Mets, which obviously the end didn't finish, and really I don't even care if they won or not. All I cared was that you were going to go to Citi Field in your Grimace outfit and roam around, interview people in the parking lot. Such a missed opportunity.
Rob, it's the first thing I thought of was I could have brought this bag with me to Citi Field. I would have been all set. I don't know why I still have these here, but that was the first thing I thought of and I won't be able to do that, which is just so sad. But I hope they do a documentary on them. I saw someone today say that the Mets, played their hearts out so much that they deserve a parade. And I was like, okay, let's back up a little bit. Parades are for winners.
Yeah.
But it's a thought. They should. Probably. I think if you get to the NLCS or the ALCS, either way you get a parade. It's the way it is now.
It is a thought. But what's weird is that we're going to look back. I said this the other day. We're going to look back at this, even probably in spring training, and be like, remember Grimace? Remember OMG? Remember the pumpkin drinking out of the pumpkin or whatever. Remember all this stuff, and everyone's going to be, because you can't, as we have learned from stupid home run celebrations, Lucy, you cannot just roll it over. You have to think of new stuff, right?
Correct.
So
you always got to be thinking of, as you said, new things, and be unique, and always be freshen up your rotation here of things, of bits.
And that's the reason why I wanted them to move on. That's actually what you do with your podcast, always evolving, entertaining every single day. And just to tie a bow on my experience at Citi Field, as I was trying to workshop where would the Lucy interviews go, where would this be executed in the Citi Field grounds. I mapped it out. Now it's all gone. Forget about it.
Well, for next year, Rob, maybe something to keep in mind.
Opening day,
or when they make it to the World Series next season.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Perhaps would be a. Well, we'll workshop it.
You know what's sad? You know what's sad is that the Dodgers and the Yankees, that there isn't those stadiums. There's no logical place to sort of execute something like that. Have you ever been to Dodger Stadium?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
I love it. I love the stadium, but it's on a hill, and and you're on a parking lot, and there's nothing else. And everyone just wants to get inside the park. Have you been to Yankee Stadium?
I went to the old Yankee Stadium.
All right. Well, same thing. I mean, it's not like you have this gathering area where everyone's going to be like, oh, okay, hey, there's Lucy in the, I don't know, what the Yankees do. No, but what are the Yankees?
Oh, purple milk.
There's Lucy dressed up as Anthony Rizzo.
Could do that. Could certainly do
Alex
that.
Verdugo.
I could dress as Alex Verdugo, though I'd have to be late, I think, to my appearance. So I would have to put that in to the thing, and I might miss some people.
Let me write that down.
I have
That was
been to
good.
City. Thank you. I have been to City Field, so I could figure out a spot. I could think of a couple spots there where
Yeah, we knew City Field, and anyway.
Yeah.
We as we said, we're evolving. We're moving on. But I will say this: one thing that I learned from the Mets run that educated me was that when I give things that I never thought I would say in April, when I give a baseballs and boring sticker to Grimace, understanding Grimace doesn't have pockets. So
that
was a challenge. Like I gave it to Grimace and I felt like Grimace wanted to keep it, but there was no place for it.
Well,
yeah.
The thing about that is, couldn't Grimace just stick it on the outfit, and that's the best?
Yeah. So here's the challenging part with the baseballs and boring stickers to take you behind the curtain.
To peel them.
They're really hard to peel.
Grimace's hands.
Yeah, and with Grimace's hands, it makes it appreciably more difficult. Yeah. But they're really. I remember the Carlos Estevez of the Phillies. They had won this big game, and he's so happy. And I go up to interview him, and here, as I want to do for players that I may not know, or even players I do know, let me begin our conversation by giving you this baseballs and boring sticker. Here, Carlos Estevez, you are so happy and everything else. And he had the reaction that you would expect. So happy. And he's like, I'm going to put this up right here on my locker. And he's like, this. And then it's like, I'll do it later. It's we're workshopping the stickers.
It's like you could get some goo gone. That takes off every kind of goo or sticky, whatever, but actually might ruin the sticky part of the sticker.
Yeah,
so
but you know what I say, Lucy? The stickers are like baseball. Yeah, sure, it's difficult to peel off and get to the sticky part, but like baseball, the good stuff you have to work a little bit for. But once you get there, boy, is it worth it.
It's a metaphor. It's a great metaphor, and that was the plan all along.
Rob. It sure was. Yes.
The metaphor for baseball.
Thank you for my chief marketing officer, Jen Bradford, for ordering the stickers.
Love that.
All right. So I will be going out to Los Angeles. I hope to see you there. And if anybody who's listening, please come up and say hello. I'll be right underneath the Joe Kelly mural for 90% of the time. But this is the dream matchup for Lucy Burdge, for the expert when it comes. Give me the code word. Give how people can sign.
Oh, yes. Yes, yeah. Well, I have two code words now.
Oh, all right, hold on.
You can use code Lucy to sign up for BetMGM, and you get my bonus offer, or use code Burdge, bet $10, get $200 back in bonus bets. That is an offer, straight offer, but there are some stipulations. It is only in certain states. Go to my Twitter. I don't have it in front of me, but if you go to my Twitter, it is always available. The states, Massachusetts is one of them. It is available in Massachusetts. Virginia is another one, but there is a list of states in which it is available. Code Burdge at BetMGM, $10. You will get $200 back in bonus bets, and it is paid out in a certain way. There are details involved that you can find on my Twitter at Lucille Burdge.
And that's Burdge.
This is important to note, Rob. Thank you. Burdge. Yes.
Yep. That's why I'm ascended to the heights that I have. I spelled people's names. But that's a great bargain. That's a great deal. And most importantly, it's not only you signing up, but because of your expertise, you win a whole lot more than you lose, which is, let's be honest, you're not going to win every time, but as long as you're winning a whole lot more than you lose, it's science.
Fine. Yeah.
You're going to win
it's fun.
Yeah. It's just fun.
It keeps you invested. So say you're not a Dodgers fan or a Yankee fan, or you're just a fan of baseball, you're a fan of betting. It keeps you invested, maybe more than you'd be just 50% invested. If you have a bet on this, maybe you're 100% invested.
You're a fan of money. So
correct.
Before that you even place a bet, we're going to say you're welcome because we're giving you a gift.
Yes.
All right. I'm just going to say this. Give me your best. Go, because we're down at two teams. right? This is the easiest thing to do. You probably have, some props or
Mhm.
whatever it is. And
Yes.
BetMGM, BetQL, the whole ball of wax. All eyes are on the World Series. All eyes are on baseball. All eyes are on your picks for the aforementioned World Series in baseball. What do you got?
Okay, so obviously I'm taking the Dodgers to win the World Series.
Ooh.
Can't have a Yankees World Series win, just can't. So Dodgers to win the World Series, but I am also, so that is right now at BetMGM minus 130. So they are, as they were for the whole, pretty much the whole season, they're favored to win the World Series. That is how it's been. So it's not a complete shock that the Dodgers are in the World Series from an odds standpoint, but you can still get them at minus 130 to win the World Series. You can also get them at minus 130 to win game one. So my prediction for this series, and there are odds for a plethora of scenarios in this series, pretty much every scenario, I'm taking the Dodgers to sweep the World Series.
Ooh.
Four-game series, Rob, here. So I'm taking the Dodgers to sweep. And if you think the series will end in 4 games, just 4 games, doesn't matter who wins, that is plus 650 at GM. You can get that. And you can also get the Dodgers to win game one and the Dodgers to win the series at plus 145, which is not so crazy when it comes down to it. But yeah, if you also think the Yankees will win the World Series, plus 110. Or to win game one, plus 110. Or if you think the Yankees will sweep, perhaps you can also get that to be 4 games, and you can get the correct score of the series. So Dodgers to sweep is plus 1250. If you think the Yankees are going to sweep, that is plus 1450. But if you think this game will go 7 games and the Dodgers will win it, plus 425. If you think it'll go 7 games and the Yankees will win it, plus 525. So there's some good value when you're looking at how the series will play out.
As not living in your excellent world of picking winners and making money, how would you feel about this?
Yeah,
placing bets on both teams to sweep, because the odds are so good. You're going to be like, okay, let's say $50 on both teams to sweep. I mean, not both teams, but 2 separate bets.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Because how much? I'm not a math major.
Yeah. Let's see.
And so if I put $50 down, to Dodger, either one, how much money would I make?
So if you put $50 on, I will say BetMGM has logged me out, so I do need my verification code.
Oh.
But 1450 is the odds for the Yankees to win it, and then plus for
you'd be making more than $50.
It certainly would be. You would be, and so it is.
So do you win? You would win.
You would win. Okay, so
let's crack the code.
Okay, so if you put $50 on this, you would win $775.
How is this? It's a science. Like this.
And
I mean, put $50. I mean, no, it's like it negates the rooting interest, right, other than whoever wins the first game, you're rooting for them the rest of the time. But hold on. What will I spend my $750 on?
I know what I would do. If you bet 50 on the Dodgers to sweep, you would win $675.
Close enough. What would you this is one thing that gambling experts like yourself aren't usually asked.
Yeah.
You can tell us how to make the money, but what would you spend the money on?
Yeah, I would spend it on something fun. I would spend it I would spend it on definitely shoes. I am perusing all day. That's like 2 pairs of boots, which or almost it would cover a pair of boots for the fall. Once you put together your wardrobe for the fall, that's what I would probably spend it on, because I am in the market currently for like a nice pair of leather boots.
I mean, you and me both.
Yeah, exactly, Rob. If you know of any places, drop the link, please, where you could get like a like a Neiman Marcus. They have
not like cowboy boots.
They actually, Rob, cowboy boots motif for your boots is very in.
Okay.
And I did have 2 pairs of them, which I returned because I didn't like them. But it's very in right now, Rob. So that's what I'm looking at.
So baseball, World Series sweep, you two can get 2 pairs of boots.
Or one.
Well, it's 750. All right. Well, this
The
is
one with, red bottoms, perhaps, would be a nice addition to your shoe section.
because it's really important that they have red. Like that's
Very
really,
important.
it's really important.
You ask any player you talk to, like Tristan Cassis, who knows designer handbags.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Red bottoms are very important.
Tell me why.
To step on the haters. That's what Nicki Minaj says. The ones beneath me recognize the red bottoms I wear.
All right.
I think she said, someone else said that. But
And if nobody said it, let it be. Put TM Lucy Burdge.
let it be known.
So if you win, let's say that if you win and you buy your $750 boots, would you have them custom made? Well, you wouldn't put Yankees logo on it.
No.
No.
If the Yankees sweep, I would.
What baseball
burn
theme?
money.
Here's another question I have for you. What baseball theme boots would you have?
Oh, well, I mean, Red Sox ones. I would put something like, you know what? Who wouldn't want a red bottom Wally the Green Monster boot with Wally's face on the bottom? That's what I would do.
More than Grimace.
Definitely more than Grimace.
All right.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe just like a mural of Wally's birthday party where all the mascots come and Grimace is in it.
All right. Listen, the ideas are popping. I love it.
Just fly.
All right.
More
All
than
right.
one.
So, what are you? Before we get to any props, do you have any props?
I do for game one.
Okay. All right. For game one, before we get to the props for game one, who are you picking? Who is Lucy Burt? What are you picking?
For
Who's going to win?
Oh, okay.
And how many games?
Dodgers to win in 4 games. So that's.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Plus,
that's right.
But I have another one, Rob.
Okay.
World Series MVP.
Okay.
If you think the Dodgers are going to win the World Series, I have a dark horse. Kike Hernandez to win MVP. Because so far in these playoffs, he has made a great impact, especially game 3 against the Mets. He can continue doing that in the World Series. The thought is because Shohei Ohtani is favored at plus 225, last I checked, favored for a Dodger. The expectation is that if the Dodgers win, they would give MVP to him. So right now, Shohei Ohtani MVP plus 300, Aaron Judge MVP plus 275, with the thought that the Yankees win it, of course. Even if the Yankees win it, I don't know about Aaron Judge. If the Yankees win it, I would go more toward Giancarlo Stanton plus 350, Juan Soto plus 700.
Really?
That is what it says.
That's crazy.
Right? So if you put $50 on that, maybe is another thing to think about, and you could get, a nice hat or something. When you a nice a set of leather bound books. You could get a bunch of stuff. You could buy.
I do love my leather bound books. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know what you could do is if you don't have an Apple TV subscription, get Apple TV and you can watch the documentary of this World Series when it is done. So that's something to consider as well. But that's if the Yankees win, that's what I would say. However, Mookie Betts is another one, plus 1,200 to win MVP should the Dodgers win it. But my dark horse is Kike Hernandez. That is now plus 2,500. Yesterday, plus 3,000. So if you agree, I'd get in on that quickly because those odds they're changing. And should he have a very impactful game on Friday, those odds will change as well. And so if you think Kike Hernandez, World Series MVP, as I am taking, I would do that as soon as you can.
Okay. I actually don't hate any of these bets. People are going to be walking around all over the place with their new boots and their hats.
They will. I would.
And you'll take credit for it. All right. Last thing is, Lucy, give me a prop. Give me some game 1 props.
Yes. Well, speaking of Kike Hernandez home run for game 1 against Garrett Cole, he has done very well. He's batting 381. He's got a home run against him already. Also, Freddie Freeman assuming the ankle is not an issue, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. He also, because the odds I was going to do total bases, but he was listed at -200 for 1 total base, which is the same as to get a hit. So I'm not taking his bases. I'm taking him over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. Against Garrett Cole, he's also batting .350. He has also done very well against Garrett Cole. So Freddie Freeman and Kike Hernandez, and I will add more as the week goes on, but those are my 2 favorites.
Yeah, we don't. This is just like a tease for bed slips and bad flips. I mean, this is the ult is awesome. So, yeah, and so we have to like throw in one that's not on the board that's maybe fan related. And I'm just thinking of this because we said last time how many. I think I won this one on the under on how many times they were going to show Grimace.
Oh yeah,
it at Dodger Stadium. It was definitely under 5. I think it was definitely under because, as I said, it was too quick a travel, too quick a turnover.
There was one Grimace drinking a beer. They did show that, I believe. Or that was just on.
Yes. No, Twitter. That was that. Yeah, that was
when things had started to take a turn. Grimace.
You cannot. Now we know scientifically you cannot. If you're in a Grimace outfit, you cannot carry a Baseballs and Boring sticker or drink a beer.
Correct. You have to take the.
So in terms of being in LA, the easy one is how many times they do something with Ohtani.
Or show a celebrity in the crowd.
You know what they've been doing though with that? They kind of just do it like they do it twice. You know, they say, look who's here. And they run it out twice instead of just showing Rob Lowe or Jason Bateman.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Not Chet.
Yeah. I do feel like Rob Lowe, it's not only that he's there, but better than him being shown has been the videos of him after the game, whether it's jumping on Ohtani, or I don't know if you saw the one where he's leaning into the doorway and high-fiving the family members of players.
Right.
It's the best.
Thinks he's on the team.
Our good friend Ashley Kelly, Joe's wife. Yes. She's carrying young Kai, who's I think like 1.5 or something, and she's just like this, yeah, whatever. And then anybody who wants to see what Instagram is all about, go to Ashley Kelly's Instagram page and look at her stand on a table in the middle of all the other wives and absolutely guzzle champagne.
Amazing.
And then say, I'm not 21 anymore. And
amazing. She definitely, I would assume, has a better car than Rob Lowe because didn't Shohei Ohtani gift her a Porsche?
That is true.
I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
That was classic.
All right, well, we're gonna buy with all your betting advice through it. We are gonna buy our own Porsches along with boots and hats. And Lucy, I always appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.